There was a time when a person sat alone in a quiet room. No noise. No people. No distractions. Just silence. But inside that silence there was a war. Not outside. Not with society. Not with circumstances. The war was inside the mind. That person was not weak. Not lazy. Not untalented. But every time they tried to move forward, something pulled them back. Every time they dreamed, a voice whispered, "You are not enough. You will fail. What if it goes wrong?" That voice was not an enemy from outside. That voice was their own mind. Your mind can be your biggest enemy, if you let it control you. From childhood we are taught many things. How to speak. How to behave. How to obey others. But nobody teaches us how to control our own thoughts. We grow up learning how to please the world, but we never learn how to command our mind. And one day, we wake up tired, confused, overthinking, afraid of failure, afraid of judgment. Not because life is hard, but because the mind has taken control. This story is not about one person. This story is about all of us. Because every human being fights this invisible battle. There was a moment in that quiet room when the person realized something painful. The world did not break them. People did not destroy them. Failure did not defeat them. Their own mind did. The mind remembered every insult, but forgot every achievement. The mind replayed every mistake, but ignored every success. The mind kept asking, "What if you fail? What if they laugh? What if you are not good enough?" And slowly, fear became a habit. Doubt became comfort. And staying stuck felt safer than trying. This is how the mind becomes your enemy. Not by screaming, but by whispering. The most dangerous thoughts are the ones that sound like your own voice. One day the person asked themselves, "Why am I scared of things that have not even happened? Why am I living in my imagination more than reality?" And that is when the truth appeared. The mind does not want growth. The mind wants comfort. Growth is painful. Discipline is uncomfortable. Change is scary. So the mind creates excuses. The mind creates fear. The mind creates stories. It tells you, "Stay where you are. At least you are safe here." But safety without growth is a slow death. Look around. How many people are alive, but not living? They wake up, work, scroll, sleep, dreams buried, potential locked. Because the mind convinced them that average is okay. But deep inside, they feel empty. Because the soul wants growth, and the mind wants comfort. This is the battle. And if you do not train your brain, it will train you to stay small. The person in the story did not change overnight. They did not suddenly become fearless. They started with awareness. They started listening to their thoughts, instead of blindly obeying them. When the mind said, "You cannot do this," they asked, "Why?" When the mind said, "You will fail," they asked, "Based on what?" And slowly, they realized, most fears have no evidence. Fear is a story, repeated so many times, that it starts feeling real. Your mind is like a wild horse. If you do not hold the reins, it will take you wherever it wants. Training your brain does not mean killing thoughts. It means choosing which thoughts deserve attention. Not every thought is truth. Not every feeling is reality. Sometimes your mind is just tired. Sometimes it is scared. Sometimes it is protecting old wounds. But healing does not come from hiding. Healing comes from facing. The person started doing uncomfortable things. Small things. Daily things. Waking up when the mind wanted sleep. Working when the mind wanted excuses. Staying silent when the mind wanted validation. And slowly, the mind started learning that this human is not weak. That this human does not obey fear. That this human leads. Discipline is how you teach your brain who is in control. You do not wait for motivation. You move even when motivation is absent. And this is powerful. Because motivation comes and goes. But discipline builds identity. There were days when the mind fought back harder. When doubts became louder. When quitting felt easy. But the person remembered. If I quit now, I am teaching my brain that fear wins. Every time you push through discomfort, your brain rewires itself. It learns. This is safe. This is possible. This is who we are now. And one day, without realizing, the fear started losing power. The same mind that once said, "You cannot," now asked, "What is next?" This is the transformation. Not dramatic. Not loud. But deep. Silent. Permanent. When you train your brain, you stop reacting. You start responding. You stop seeking approval. You start trusting yourself. You stop running from loneliness. You use it to build strength. Because silence is not weakness. Silence is control. Strong people do not shout. They decide. And this is what Muniba Mazari reminds us. Pain does not define you. Your response does. You cannot control what happened. But you can control what happens next. Your mind will test you. Again and again. It will remind you of past pain. It will show you worst-case scenarios. It will tell you, you are alone. And you must answer, yes, I am alone. And that is my power. Because when you learn to stand alone, no one can shake you. Your mind will try to escape discomfort. But you must teach it. Growth lives here. The strongest people are not fearless. They are trained. They trained their mind to obey. Not emotions. Not excuses. Not past trauma. They wake up with purpose. Not mood. They move with intention. Not fear. So if today your mind feels heavy, your thoughts feel loud, your heart feels tired, remember this. Your mind is not your enemy by birth. It becomes your enemy when you leave it untrained. Train it. Command it. Let it. Because the moment your brain obeys you, life obeys your actions. And when action becomes consistent, results become inevitable. You are stronger than your thoughts. Bigger than your fear. More powerful than your past. Do not let your mind limit the life your soul is ready to build.